The Catholic Church has a beautiful array of social teaching. So we would certainly see that the saving gospel of Christ has implications for politics, culture, economics, social life, civic life. So it isn't that somehow religion is just separate or cut off or locked into church. So the gospel is this transformative force because the Lord wants us not just to have an abundant life in the next life, He wants us to live abundantly now. So really the resurrection that we celebrate this Sunday is both. It's both body and soul, just as Jesus rose in His body and soul, so too our faith has implications both for our body, our mind, our heart, our spirit. So given that, Catholic Church does more for the poor, feeds more people, educates more people, runs the largest healthcare system in the world. It does more for people with AIDS, because we see all that as part of the mission of the church, to serve the dignity of the human person. I know in this area the church has helped to build some of the Habitat for Humanity houses. So right across the street there's some of those, and there's families living there next to abandoned, burned out houses. So every morning I do my morning prayer in the window of my front room, and I pray for many things, but two I pray for every morning is, number one, that the poverty never becomes invisible to me, or that I never become complacent to it. And secondly, that I stay here long enough to see more difference made. So I have a meeting with the mayor of Gary in a couple weeks, and certainly want to strategize with her. How can the city be a better and more effective ally in helping address the city's challenges and problems? I think there's a lot that can be done if we all come together. So the church is certainly not pulling out of the city, in fact wants to be more invested in the city. And I chose to live here at the cathedral partially for that reason, because I wanted to live in the city. Also, the cathedral is the bishop's church, so it makes sense theologically and socially. To be honest, I haven't read the bill in its entirety, so I need to be better informed than I am. I've just been kind of busy with other things. Yeah. But as I understand it, the bill, how can I say this? In other states where there was similar legislation and it was challenged in terms of discrimination, the courts, in essence, overturned that part of the bill. I know I'm not saying this well, but so the State Bishops' Conference would insist that it doesn't impact on the rights or the liberties of others, but it does uphold the integrity of religious freedom, so that people shouldn't be forced to do something that's against their conscience, but at the same time, we live together as brothers and sisters, and therefore we need to serve and love each other despite differences of belief or morality even.